I found a new game on Steam about delivering packages, so let's see how much it can handle. So we've just woken up out of bed and I already feel extra safe knowing this random guy right here was by our side all night. But anyway, let's get into how the game works. Which is step 1, wait for the packages to come through out of this conveyor. Once packages come through, you then put them on a certain conveyor depending on how much it weighs. Which once they've come through to the other side, we then start loading them onto pallets. We then seal it up using a bunch of red tape. We then print off a label depending on how much it weighs. Slap it right there in the corner. Call in a delivery truck. Pick up the pallet, and then it's all good to go. And just like that, we've made money. Also, because we've got the DLC, we have access to downstairs, where we also have the ability to smuggle in cash with some of the boxes to make some extra money. And you may be thinking this seems very illegal, but it's not, because this poster on the wall says it isn't. Which we all know posters would never lie, so we'll come back to that later. Because I've managed to realise something incredibly interesting, which is that these pallets right here are the only object in the entire game which you can both pick up and physically interact with. Which normally I wouldn't care, but for some reason if the game thinks you're doing something suspicious with them, it'll despawn it and give you a message saying please don't try pallet glitches. So it's kind of obvious what we've got to do now. I've also managed to realise that for some reason the game decided to put a random pole in the middle of this doorway. Which God knows why they would think to do something like that. I guess it'll just be a mystery which we'll never know. Although I've managed to discover a really cool trick where if you're holding a pallet and then you click respawn, the pallet you're holding comes with you. Which technically yes, we have basically already found a pallet glitch, but that's not enough to satisfy me yet. And after looking around for a while, I may or may not have found a really nice human-sized window in the ceiling. So hypothetically, if somebody was to, I don't know, build a huge staircase, is it possible to escape this prison? Oh, we're so close. And just as I thought things were going well, I soon realised the hard way that as soon as it hits 10 PM at night, all the pallets reset and it becomes the next day. Which means we only have 14 real life minutes to build a staircase which can disappear. And sure enough, them pallets disappeared so many times. We've also got to be careful of our energy levels because if they drop below 0, we fall to sleep and every pallet disappears. We had disappearing pallets, we had deadlines of 10 PM, and if our energy level drops below 0, that's it. So it became very clear that the game is very against us. And to make matters worse, the game kept taunting us with false hopes of freedom. Wait, that worked? Damn. I didn't even know there was an outside area in this game. And these walls look incredibly climbable. And there's no collision box there. Which I think is kind of obvious where this is going. Oh, I'm so close. Can I? If I just... Oh, that worked! We're officially free to explore the city. Oh, turns out they're the packages we were supposed to deliver. I mean, this isn't quite what I meant by freedom, but I guess we'll take what we can get. But anyway, freedom, here we come. Oh, turns out we're frozen. I'm clicking every single button on my keyboard and nothing works. Not even the escape button. And we're bankrupt, okay.